Alright guys, welcome back. Had to refresh my coffee in between Act 1 and Act 2, but this is question mark, and I am sitting here playing Slay the Spire daily run for May 24th. We are playing the new character that I just recently unlocked off camera, as well as played a couple of times on these daily runs. So still learning this character. I know that it is a big change your stances between calm and wrath and that sort of stuff. I am aware of that type of playstyle, but in this daily, not possible. Definitely not possible. I tried it the first time, ended up dying due to the blasphemy card or entering divinity with the blasphemy card, thinking it was going to take out the enemies, and ended up taking myself out because I ended the turn. Definitely haven't been using it here, not going to use it unless it's a guaranteed kill on these enemies, but let's get going with Act 2 of the daily run. We do have the modifiers for this daily, which is going to be shiny, starting a deck with rare cards pretty much only. That has been pretty detrimental. Rare cards aren't high block cards. There are a lot of attacking cards, but not a lot of block cards. So going through Act 2 here, I'm going to try to grab a couple of block cards so that we can get some defense. We've taken some pretty crazy damage because of the lack of blocking cards. But we do have a lot of good damage, a lot of cards that allow us to regain due to mantra, that sort of thing. So we've got miracle cards and that sort of stuff. We have the green card as our second modifier of the daily that allows green cards for the rewards. As I've said in every part, as of right now, the Silent is my favorite character, so I'm leaning pretty hard into the green cards on my second try. My first try, I was kind of being a little more grab purple and green as I saw fit towards the deck, but I'm leaning pretty heavily into those green cards now. We also do have the modifier of the deadly events, which is the unknown interactions are going to be elites or a higher chance of treasure rooms. So I have interacted with a couple of the unknown rooms. I normally don't go through them if I don't have to, but with the fact that they can be treasure rooms, that allows us to get relics. We have interacted with a couple of like low life mobs in there, so they weren't too bad. We got one elite in the last act of a unknown room, so that was a relic that we were able to grab, and I don't mind that. But going here, we are going to go through a couple of these elites here. I do want to stop by a shop because of my 650 gold coins. Might be able to buy a couple cards, maybe a couple relics. So I am trying to look towards going through a few of these unknowns as well as through these elites to guarantee a relic. So I think I'm going to go ahead and go up this path that I'm on already, go straight north to that unknown, cut across to that shop, see what they have in there. If they don't have anything good, I'm going to then head north to the shop that's just above that, grab some stuff from there, see where our life is at, and either that campfire, then that elite, or if our life is good, we'll hit up that elite, then hit up the north unknown room, then the enemy combat, then the treasure chest, then that campfire to heal. So let's go ahead and start this out with this combat here, which we are going to start with a very interesting enemy that drives me insane. I do like to apply poison to this guy just because of the fact that he has pretty low health but an extremely high defense. I like intangibility just because of the fact that it allows me to negate some damage. After image is always going to be good due to the fact that it'll give us block going forward. No. This would persist, so let's go ahead and grab 1,000 cuts as well, because that'll persist through the runs, and then we can move on from there. We just kind of set up a lot of stuff. And then we have a skills potion. We go ahead and pop that now. That's good. Give us some power for next time. So for next turn. All right. Let's see here. Diva form is good. It will give us power every turn. I really don't want this to go on too long, but it is going to, considering the fact that it's already up to 64 defense, and I have no real way of destroying that defense. A card is discarded at random. We don't want that right now, so let's throw that Diva form. We're going to pop these miracles because it's going to open up Scrawl to giving us more attack cards, hopefully. And then we can use Bullet Time. That'll allow us to put all cards down to 0 cost. Master of Reality allows us to upgrade any cards that we summon in, which is going to be like this Cloak and Dagger that summons in a Shiv. It'll be a Shiv Plus. Then we've got Alchemy that'll give us a free potion, which would be our Energy Potion. Then we're going to see what we can do about definitely gaining some mantra. Omniscience is going to allow us to pull a card out of our hand or out of our deck and play it twice, which, as I've said before, if we're smart about it, we would be capable of using a significant amount of damage, or we can do outmaneuver, which then allows us to gain 4 energy next turn. And yeah, let's go ahead and utilize Unload, which will do two sets of damage there. And then yeah, 10 damage, discarding no cards, which is good. So we're able to take out a pretty significant portion of its defense. Its health is not below 30, so that would not be fatal. We do want to go ahead and apply some poison to try to work on that artifact damage there. Phantasmal Killer is good for next turn. Your next skill is played twice, so what that is going to do is that I'm going to use this skill here, which will be Judgment, which... No, I don't want to do that, because even if I play this twice, its health is actually at 30, considering the fact of the shield. So this should kill it. Yep, there we go. Okay, cool. So, a little bit of cartwheels there in my brain, thought process is doing. I do want to lean into Endless Agony. It's a free damage card. We do have a draw 3 cards, we have energy, and we do still have artifacts for the debuffs. So... cartwheels on my mind there, didn't realize what the health is still at, so reward based off of our offer, get rid of Grand Finale. I don't use it, but it is seen as a very good card, so that allows us to gain 10 max health. So let's stop into the shop here, see if they have anything that we need or want. I do like to have accuracy, but we do have a start at each turn. You deal 3 damage to all enemies. Every time you play 3 skills in a single turn, deal 5 damage to all enemies. That is really expensive, regrettably. Upon pickup, brews 5 random potions. I don't have the space for them. Innate, which means we start with it. Deal damage equal to the number of cards in your draw pile. That's going to be extremely good, considering the fact that it's innate, so that when it populates, it's going to deal probably like 35 to 40 damage without a problem, due to the fact of how many cards they gave us right at the beginning here. So I don't really care for these relics. I don't like them, so we're going to try to swing by that other shop there. As I said before, we'll take out this standard enemy, and then we'll swing by that shop. Oh, these enemies. This does gain block, so... this does only 42 damage to one enemy. So let's do it to the guy here in the middle. He's got the most health, as well as he is trying to damage us, so that allows us to just hurt him. That flight does negate half the damage, so we're going to go ahead and do 5 damage to all enemies. I'm just trying to work my way into taking this guy down as quick as possible, so that he doesn't do damage, and we can start kind of wailing on these guys little by little to try to get rid of that flight, because negating half of this damage is going to... we're going to start feeling it. That was my downfall towards that blasphemy run last time, causing me to make some mistakes and end up dying there. So deals 5 damage to a random enemy 5 times, so that's 25 damage regardless of which one this goes to. It's going to take off at least half their health. Beautiful. So it did drop both of them down, so we did take care of their flight, which takes care of their damage mitigation, allowing me to do full damage going forward. They will be able to attack in that downed state, but they are significantly weakened. Let's go ahead, take that guy out with the judgment. Then we do want to try to do some damage if possible. It is not possible. So let's go ahead and just throw in the doppelganger. That'll give us more cards, more energy, and it also activates the Art of War, since we didn't play a lot of attack cards that time. So we are wanting to do some attacking here, purely because of the fact that we do not need to do any defending. I want... Oh, I should have used 1,000 cuts first, but no big deal. We do have this card here. Scrawl maybe get an attack, maybe not, but this will definitely weaken. Significantly more damage next time, and with the possibility of killing it since it only has 8 health. Yeah, this should do it. This will do 6, and then he's gone. All right, not bad. Definitely had to think through that a bit. I like Wrath, but it is extremely dangerous, so let's go ahead and just do Concentrate. Wrath is fun. It doubles your damage, but it also doubles the damage coming in. So Vulnerable's always nice. I've had that work for me in the past. Bandage Up has also been really good. We would be able to get both of those. Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, you do gain 4 blocks, which is good. We might be able to get that as well. Whenever you shot your draw, you gain 8 block. I'm not doing that. I do like we have